In this presentation, you will learn on how to write your exam paper. This could be any exam, a board exam, or a regular college exam, or even a school exam if required. Firstly, you will visit an exam hall or an exam center. Reach the center early, find your seat, settle down. Ideally, take a few deep breaths and calm yourself down. You have traveled, sometimes the weather can be challenging, and you have already studied all that you could. Now it's time to put whatever you learned on paper. So just relax. When you find your seat, look around to see that there are no copy material, pieces of paper, chits, so that you are in the clear. If you see any such material, discard the same, that means put it in the dustbin, or report the same to the invigilator who is in your classroom. He or she will take the necessary action. This needs to be done before the paper, before the exam begins, not during the paper, because if you do it during the paper, it means you had the copy material and they will hold you responsible. Very important to carry proof of identity. This could be your school or college identity card or your hall ticket. The invigilator will check this and sometimes has to sign on the hall ticket as proof of your attendance at the examination. They will sign once the paper begins and they also sign on your answer book. The answer book. The invigilator will hand over the answer books to you. Once you receive your answer book, fill in all the details clearly. Write your seat number or your roll number clearly. Recheck your details once you have filled out all the information to check for any error. Once the bell goes, you will receive the question paper. When you receive the question paper, check if it is the subject you have come to answer, which means that it has to be the subject as per the timetable. See that it is a subject you are answering, because sometimes in the center you have students answering different papers. Do not write anything on your question paper. You may tick mark the questions you have finished, but avoid writing anything else. While writing your answers, you are allowed to use a blue or black pen, or rather ink, when writing the paper. However, if you use any other color, which is not blue or black, it is considered a malpractice. When you write, be neat. Understand that sometimes the examiners have to read an online version of your answer book. The scanned handwriting has to be visible, therefore, it's important to have a neat handwriting. Make the effort to space the words clearly and neatly. Use paragraphs. You can use a new paragraph for every new idea or point. Each paragraph should be worked around one idea, and the next idea should logically follow in the next paragraph. If you look at the visual I have inserted here deliberately, it is because this is such a mess. It's just all the matter is just put down on one page and then it continues on to the next page, and it's not right. Please put different points separately. It will give you length in your own answer and also make it easier for the examiner to give you more points according to the different points you have put across. Don't use abbreviations or short forms or SMS language. Number the questions clearly as given in the question paper. Now, every main question will have some sub questions. Answer all those sub questions together. For example, question 1A, question 1B, question 1C. Then move on to question 2, question 2A, B, C, whatever is there. If you're doing question 5 first, for example, then question 5 with A, B, C, D, E need to be together. Okay, so don't answer as question 1A, then question 5B, then question 1B, then question 5E, then question 2A, then again question 5C. You will lose marks if the examiner does not notice those question numbers. So put all the subsections together. You may answer the main questions in any order, but the sub questions under the main question have to be together. So therefore, do not mix sub questions, as you may lose out on marks if the examiner misses out on an answer you have written out of order. Leave space if you need to and come back to a certain question under the same sub question. So if you feel you're not sure of a particular question, leave a page, move ahead. Ideally, start a new answer on a new page. Now, this is good for you. An advantage, as in case you think of some point you want to add later on while looking through the paper or when you're revising at the end, you can add those points without worrying about space. It also adds to neatness and helps the examiner understand where the question or the answer rather ends or begins, and they can assess accordingly. Again, reminder, answer all subsections of a question together. Just to remind you, you can also answer each sub question on a new page, not a problem, but number it properly. Keep a note of the time and don't waste time looking around for inspiration. Plan your questions so that you have time to go through the paper before the end of the exam. Sleep well, eat healthy, and have some outdoor physical activity while you prepare for your exams. Wishing all of you the very best in your exams and a bright future ahead. Thank you for watching the presentation. Do like, subscribe, and leave your comments about this presentation or any other topics you would like to learn more about.